Oh, we're alive. Well, there's nobody here. Dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Wouldn't it be great if nobody showed up? I know I didn't give you any notice. Well, a couple of hours notice, and I know 7 people have looked at the video where I did that, so there could be as many as 7 people show up. Oh, hello. Is that somebody there? And 1 like. Yay! Dwayne. Hello, mate. You all right? Oh, and Hazel, hello, and Scott Wall 100, hello. What's that little icon next to you? You've got a crown and number 2. Does that mean you're my number 2 fan or something? I don't know. And knows it all. Dan M. Oh, could be anybody. Yeah, Dwayne. It's been a while. Well, it's actually been a month since my last cooking video, and yeah. So Hazel hit the like button. Good lass. Well done. Right. Cheers. Coca-Cola. I'm assuming you can all hear what I'm saying because I can't. It's quite weird, actually. I've got completely different computer setup from what I've used previously. Well, it's not completely different. It's just as I think it has been over a year since the last time I did a live stream. So Dwayne, sounds good. Okay, that's great because I'm just using this. Oops, probably just unplugged it. You can't see. I haven't got long enough cable. Desktop USB mic because yeah, yeah, and oh, I know what it is. It's because I've started wearing hearing aids because I'm old, and normally when I'm talking, I can hear my voice coming picked up by the hearing aids and going back into my ears, and it's not happening right now. So I'm wondering why. But anyway, not to worry. If you guys can hear it, that's fine. Right. Well, I don't know if anybody else is going to turn up. I'll just check on the beer. Timothy Taylor's Landlord, which is a very nice beer. Made fairly locally, actually, somewhere near Keighley. In fact, we went past their brewery, their factory, in the summer when we went to see a play, The Railway Children, which was brilliant. It was in collaboration with the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, which is a heritage railway that's runs old steam trains and things. So what you had to do was you went to Keighley railway station, no relation, and you got on that train, and it went to the other end of the line, which is at Oxenhope, where they've got a shed that normally is an exhibition centre, kind of museum of railways. But for this play, they built platforms on either side of a railway line and, banked seating. And so all the action took place on platforms that rolled up and down on the railway line, and at certain points, actual steam trains came into the building. It was phenomenal. The best bit of theatrical staging I've ever seen. Really, really brilliant. So yeah, why am I going on about that? Oh, and we went past the Timothy Taylor Brewery. Okay, the crowns. Right, Hazel. The crowns are something YouTube comes up with in live streams. Why? I'm not sure. Okay, fair enough. Well, you're number 2 crown, so that's good. And so Dan M7301 is number 3. It's interesting. Dwayne, no, I didn't. No, I've never heard of Chris Dredger. No, I've never a fan really of Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds and that. But anyway, well, I mean, we're all getting on a bit, aren't we? So these things happen. Yeah. Anyway, Alice, doing this. So yeah, talking of culture, that play, it's been Bradford has been the capital of culture for this year, and so there's been an awful lot going on, and it's only like 3 miles away. We are closer to Bradford than the centre of Leeds, and it's actually easier to get to. And so we've been to a lot of shows in Bradford and in Leeds as well, but and on the railway line. We went to one last night in Bradford at St George's Hall, which is a beautiful Georgian building, and it was Handel's Messiah with a gigantic choir and a mini orchestra that was more akin to the kind of thing that Handel would have used in those days. And it was mind-blowing, really, really phenomenal. The choir and part of the orchestra were from a gig that we'd seen previously at St George's Hall, where they did Carmina Burana, Carl Orff, and I've never really been to much classical music, but when you get a full orchestra and a giant choir, it's and it's completely not amplified. It doesn't need to be. It is really, really amazing. So yeah, we enjoyed that. A bit tired today though, because and I should have been going out to do a spot of work today, and I just couldn't face it. So that's why I'm doing this instead. Yeah, Dwayne, Baroque Orchestra. That's what they had. So with keyboard instruments that I won't name. They weren't harpsichords. One of them looked like a harpsichord, but apparently isn't. And the other one, well, it could have been an early mellotron. I don't know. And also they had a couple of trumpeters came on. These are really, modern trumpets and cornets have little valves to help you hit the notes. These didn't. This was just like looped plumbing, and it about as long as a trombone extended, but no mechanical tricks whatsoever. It's all done with the shape of the lips from the trumpeter, which is quite incredible. Anyway, yeah. What else? Oh yeah, so I've been having some computer problems, probably self-inflicted, but it started with the recent ending of support for Windows 10, and in the run up to that, for about 6 months before that, I knew that my uh, processor in my computer isn't supported for Windows 11 by Microsoft, even though it can actually run it. So I don't know why I got so bothered about it, but I did. Well, it's because I deal with other people who want to be assured that your system is secure. So really, if you're running Microsoft, it never is. But there you go. So I was in a quandary anyway. What I decided to do in the end was upgrade the processor. So I bought a new processor, 120 quid, and it's very scary. Installed it myself. I've never done anything like that, and yeah, and it worked. And then after I've done it, I should have just upgraded to Windows 11. And I just thought, I don't want to. I don't want Microsoft messing up my on-screen life anymore, right? So I didn't upgrade to Windows 11. I side graded, or I installed Linux Mint, and initially dual booting with Windows 10, and so yeah, I'm a Linux boy now. I can't understand most of it. I can't understand the file system and that, and I haven't got all my software running. However, just before this started, I've installed DaVinci Resolve, which is the video editor that I use, and that was the one thing that was worrying me. It's the main bit of software that I use when I'm making videos, and without that, I would then have to learn an alternative, and that probably wouldn't be fun, and it wouldn't be as capable as DaVinci Resolve. Anyway, so yes, I've installed it on my Linux system, and I'm quite chuffed. I haven't used it yet, and I still need to configure the video driver, because the window is really tiny. Anyway, Hazel, Microsoft are going to do exactly the same thing with Windows 11. I mean, I know they have to make money. That's their problem, and they're now they have been forcing people to use the cloud to put copies of their work in there and their files and their personal possessions. But once they're in the cloud on Microsoft servers, then Microsoft say, no, it's ours. You can sort off. We'll do what we like with it. And then there's AI. My God. No, thank you. No, take it away. I don't want it. It's horrendous stuff. And it's not even intelligence in any way, shape, or form. It's ridiculous, and it scares me to death the way that big companies are going mad for it, and ultimately they think, well, we can get rid of all the people, and then all the people are going to be, at the mercy of AI, including the bosses of the companies that create it, and it's Dwayne, it is terribly scary, and it's the power or the energy, and the hardware and the technology, these gigantic data centers that they have to build for no benefit, really, that I can see. Anyway, Hazel, you used Linux a few years ago, and you might go back to it. Yeah, well, I've looked at it now and again, and I've always been scared because it always seemed like it's command line based, and it doesn't have to be. But I think that people who know their way around it, they're so comfortable using the command line that they just never think there might be another way to do that. So yeah, so I had to use the terminal, it's called in Linux. I had to use the terminal to do like 5 or 6 lines of code, just copy and paste. But it still scares me to death, because I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah, anyway, well, it worked. So. Yeah. Right, who's this? Ladies' Days. Good morning from Toronto. Hello. Yeah, well, it's good afternoon from Leeds. It'll be dark soon. What time is it? 10 to 3. It'll be dark in about an hour, because we're now in the deep midwinter. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what else is up? My website got hacked. There's another reason for not being able to produce a video. Some hackers got into the system and deleted all the data in the database. So the website is actually fine. It's just there were no recipes to show because they'd been deleted. So once I'd spotted that, we managed to get a backup installed and go back to where it was. Fortunately, I haven't added any new recipes in the last month, so we were able to get back to before it was emptied out and reinstall it. And now it's trying to find where's the vulnerability, because I'm not a security expert by any means, and I'm barely a computer expert, but it's just that I managed to build websites and databases and stuff, but it's not really what I should be doing. Anyway, so I've taken steps to hold it where it is, and then gradually we'll reintroduce capability to be able to add more recipes. So we've got Azalea K. Good morning. And Dwayne, hackers affected an airport. Well, yeah, they affect all kinds of things these days. Azalea, get your son to study cyber security. Or you could no AI could sort it out. That'd be easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, Dwayne. I used to work on extremely large computers. I had a job in a they didn't call it a data center. Well, it wasn't a data center. Well, it was. It was a computing facility owned by a quite large telecommunications and defense company, and they used to. So they had a number of sites around the UK, and this was the central processing facility for any bits of software that they needed, and payrolls and such like. And they also rented out time on the computers to other companies who couldn't afford the big blue boxes or the big orange boxes. The orange ones were ICL, which is now owned by Fujitsu, who are busy screwing up the post office system, and apparently their contract has been extended, which is just amazing. Plot twist: AI is the hackers. Could well be. Oh, Dwayne, punch cards. Yeah, in the place where I worked, we did have some legacy things, punch cards and punched tape. And we had a little machine when the tape inevitably would snap. So when that happened, you used to find a join and put some tape over and configure a punching machine so it put the holes in the same place where they were previously. And I did once drop a box of punch cards, and I had to spend a couple of hours putting them back in the box in the right order. So that was fun. And Azalea, computer piracy, double cassette deck. They were great, weren't they? The manufacturers are like, no, this is nothing to do with piracy. No. We don't want people to record stuff that's not theirs. Yeah, I had one of those. So yeah. What else? Anybody doing any cooking? Dwayne, no, you're right. I mean, yeah, mixing desks and all that malarkey. And making YouTube videos. You couldn't do that 20 years ago. And yeah, I've been who's this? Dabbling with bonsai. Hello, hi. We got a new fridge yesterday morning, because the old one, which wasn't that old, it was 18 months old. Once it had passed its warranty date, it started not working, and after a few months, it just wasn't doing goods at all. So it was just a coldish cupboard. And so day before yesterday, I'd been recommended a local appliance business, independently owned. And I thought, well, they're going to be expensive compared to like Currys and that, and whatever. But then I thought, well, they're local business and we should support these things. And also, ultimately, all Currys want to do is sell you a maintenance contract, and stuff like that. So I called them and explained what happened and thought maybe, compressor or something. And they said, "No, mate, it'll cost you whatever it is. It'll need gas, and that'll cost £200 just for the gas." All right. So he says, "Yeah, so you can get a new one for a bit more than that." So I said I would pop down yesterday morning, and so I did. And the guy in the shop was on the phone to the guy who does delivering and setting up, and he said, if I buy one in the next half hour, he can have it delivered same day. So I thought, yeah, okay, no pressure. And we chose the one we wanted, and had a bit of malarkey trying to get the online banking to transfer the dosh to them, but finally got it done. And went home, emptied out the old fridge, pulled it out, and started washing the floor. And then the doorbell rang, and it was the guy with the new fridge. I mean, literally, from 1 hour from the time we stepped in their shop to the time he left our house, having set up the fridge. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So probably cost a bit more, well, maybe £20 more than a big box operator, but I think for the warm fuzzy feeling and the extremely wonderful service, it has to be said. Yeah, they get my vote, so there you go. Right, lots more comments. Dabbling with bonsai, making some rice, chicken, and veggies. That sounds good. Oh, I have. Why have you changed your name? Of course, I remember the dog, Varg. Yes. Dwayne, what you on about? You want to go outside and do it? What? Fish and homemade bread. Oh, Hazel, talking of bootlegging, in those days, there was this business. You could rent an LP, you could rent an album, the big vinyl disc, and just for like a weekend. And so they post it to you, they post it back after you'd recorded it on your dual cassette player thing. It's the maddest. the maddest business ever. Anyway, uh, Deborah in Tenerife making crumpets. Okay, what's Spanish for crumpets? Yes, they aren't. Dwayne, that was pretty fast. What was pretty fast? I don't know. Dolores, Sunday dinner in Brazil. Is it what, like roast beef and Yorkshire puddings and that? I'm making a pizza today because yeah, we've got a mess of a day. Mrs. KeefCooks is out doing a gig with her choir, in fact. And then when she gets back, we need to catch up with Strictly Come Dancing because we didn't see it last night because we went to that concert. So easy tea. I'm making a pizza. I've got the dough on the rise at the moment. Dwayne, go outside and cook. Where are you? Somewhere warm, obviously. Hazel, do I miss living in Spain? I do and I don't. Yes, I do, but I don't dwell on it because I'm not going to be able to ever live there again. So you know, it was the lifestyle, obviously, completely spectacular. But also, you know, I love England and Yorkshire, and you know the jobs that I've got now. I do a lot of driving around the region, and you know, some of it's spectacular. Just avoid the motorways and go on the little roads, and it's wonderful in all weathers, you know. But yeah, Dwayne, getting that fridge, it was spectacularly amazing, and yeah, and it works. It's great. We can have ice cubes, and yeah. Oh, Mark Slate, hello. Where are you? Oh, Dwayne, the Lake District and Wales. Yes, yeah. They're both amazing. I mean, yeah. Okay. Oh, Mark. Oh, in York. Hi. Yeah, the Lake District. I did. Haven't been for many years. Probably 7 or 8 years ago. I got invited by a steakhouse in Kendal, a Texan steakhouse, to go and observe their operation and interview them and stuff. And yeah, so we went to Kendal and a place on a lake. I've forgotten the name. I'm getting old. I've probably got Alzheimer's. But, yeah. Okay. What else? Has anybody watched Bake Off this year? I thought it was a bit disappointing. Oh, Windermere. That's yes, and the other place that's actually on the lake. It's got B in it. I'm losing it. Mark, Mrs. KeefCooks is yeah, she's okay. You know, she's overcommitted with stuff she does as always. So yeah, she's in this choir. She's community journalist with West Leeds Dispatch, as am I. But she will do 2 or 3 articles a week, and I do one every 2 or 3 months, kind of thing. So yeah, and also she's got work again. So she got quite a lot of regular work from a place that she used to teach at full time, and also temp work, like receptionist and stuff like that. So yeah, she's got quite a bit on her plate as well. You know, we're old people. We should be retired, but because we're stupid, we don't have the pension capacity to be able to do that. Dwayne, you were in London in 2013, and it was like, yeah, I mean, it's an incredible place. A lot of people these days in this country, people like to do places down, and you know, there's a load of idiots will tell you that London now, you need a stab vest. You're going to get murdered if you venture into London, and mugged and everything. You're not. I mean, somebody is, like one in 10,000, but same as everywhere else. And yeah, London, incredible, amazing place, and huge. You know, lots of different places or townettes or villages within it. So, Dwayne, do I do things like concert reviews? Not really. I don't. I kind of struggle doing reviews, you know, because I just want to be nice and I don't want to slag people off. So, the last things I did for Wesley's Dispatch were to do with a community cafe that's opened, and so I covered the opening. That was straightforward, and then I had to do a review of the food. So I had the breakfast, and I didn't like parts of it. I was finding ways to say that I didn't like stuff without, you know, offending the people involved. So yeah. But yeah, reviews. I mean, I think I am planning to do a collab with a local calf, and again, it'll be, well, I've checked them out. I do like what we're going to talk about, so that'll be okay. But yeah, JS Tree Jason, is that Joan Strine? Is it? All right. Tony Hong, what have you got lined up for the Christmas videos? Nothing. I absolutely no clue. So if anybody's got any ideas, because I've done all the Christmas stuff that I can think of, and yeah, it's it's becoming a challenge to actually think of stuff to do. So what have we got now? Jeremy 49, hello. Adam Garrett, hello mate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, just mad busy and computer stuff all over the place. But getting back to where we were, and yeah. Well, Thanksgiving, we don't give thanks, as you know. We don't need to. Yeah. Come on, Pete. Have I missed anything? No. You love your potatoes. Well, who doesn't love a good spud, eh? But yeah, Adam, Christmas recipes lined up. No, I haven't. Dwayne, did I work on any projects like kits? Like what do you mean? Like kits? What kind of kits? I don't know. Oh, Thanksgiving squash casserole. That could be. I'm not a big fan of squash and butternut squash and pumpkins and that. Uh, yeah. Oh, Dwayne, electronic stuff. No, I've completely uh, neglected that. I did get a new 3D printer earlier this year, um, so I can now reliably print anything that I want. Obviously, not the electronics that go inside, but uh, yeah, I need to try and get back to that. But I am extremely. Uh, well, I've got two part-time jobs. One of them is in real estate, and it's very casual. It's just, do you want to do a viewing at this property in half an hour? So yeah, or yes or no, or take photos of a property or measure it up or whatever, or all of those things. But that's the minor job. The other one is social research interviewer, where you get given a list of like 22 addresses in a postcode area, and you go knock on the door and you try and get them to agree to do an interview that'll probably last about an hour, and then do it. And so yeah, that takes I you do like 16, 20 hours on that a week, and quite often it's at weekends or evenings, because that's when people are most likely to be at home. So yeah, my life is a mess at the moment. I'm enjoying it, but it's complicated. Oh, dirty Uncle Hubert! Everyone at KeefCooks, well, Keef Towers, yeah, yeah, we're fine. Um, oh, Adam, do you know what? I just had a little problem with Facebook, because I've been offline. Well, I've not been using my KeefCooks Facebook profile, or is it a channel? I don't know. I've not used it for about a month, and so I switched over to it today to put a little post about this live stream, and it said, "Oh, you've been suspended." And then it said, "Do you want to be unsuspended?" I said, "Yes, please." So they did. But I have no idea what that was all about. The whole thing. Uh, yeah, don't smash your keyboard over your knees, Adam. You'll break your knees, won't you? Um, so Tony Hong, English afternoon tea. Oh, the meal, not the weird like fragrant tea and stuff. Oh, a Christmas afternoon tea. That's interesting. I always think with that, yeah, I like the idea, but as far as if I was to do that as a video, would want to make every element. So that's like, little pork pies, little quiches, little cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off, and little dainty cakes and stuff like that. So that would be like a ton of work, and yeah. uh, as far as a Christmas version, well, turkey sandwiches. I don't know. Turkey pork pie. Yeah. Oh, Facebook filters. Ah, do you know what? I think it's only in about the last month the comments on Facebook posts where they show you most relevant, and then that is always, it's either nothing or it's just a list of people who've shared it with other people, which is not relevant to anybody but those two people. So then you have to click on it to say, I don't want most relevant, I want everything. then it says, "Oh, you might get some spam." Like, I don't care. Um, just give me interesting stuff. So you've done like 10 clicks. That probably counts to them as engagement, just to get to something that you might want to look at. So yeah, it's horrible, absolutely hideous. And yeah, and AI suggestions from various things, platforms, absolute absolute garbage. Uh, Adam, yes, yeah. Uh, Mini Christmas puddings. That's a good one. Yeah, and mince pies, obviously. Yeah, yeah. Monopole. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. The world is not brilliant at the moment, and it's going to get worse. Yeah, I had a rant about AI earlier. It's the most inaptly named idea. There is no intelligence there at all. It's just a glorified spell checker. Apart from the bits where they can make little bits of video and graphics and music. Don't know quite how they do that, but I wish they'd stop. Because it literally is going to put millions of people out of work. And but I've read a few things about AI created recipes that might be an idea for a series. Just get Chat GPT to come up with that Christmas recipe thing, or that Christmas afternoon tea. See what happens. uh, ah. Dirty Uncle Hubert, will we ever see you and Mrs. KeefCooks out and about doing a restaurant review? Also, no. Mrs. KeefCooks would not want to participate in something like that, I don't think, because she's shy, as you know. And yeah, generally, a restaurant, when we go to a restaurant, we just want to enjoy it. And yeah. Mm. Oh, modern classics. Hello. Oh, corned beef spag bol. Oh, that were all right. Um, okay, making bread. Adam, AI is a blessing and a curse. Yeah, I mean, I don't use it. I had a little play with something a while ago, but you know, I can't. Yeah, I can't sort of see any advantage in it. If I'm doing something, I want to do it. I don't want um, to pass off stuff created by a dumb machine as something that I did. Because yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, Dwayne, exactly. There is no actual benefit to human beings from having this stuff and for giving it any kind of power to affect our lives. Yeah, imagine it. It's like customer service bad enough now where there might eventually at some point be a human involved that you could get to interact with, but you know quite soon that human will get fired, and there'll be no recourse. Whatever the AI machine decides is the decision, and you can't appeal it. um, whether it's your Facebook account or council tax bill or whatever. So yeah. Right. Adam, you had one steal a bunch of your videos and clip them. Woo. A carrot and pineapple cake. Wow. Interesting. Very sweet. The internet is dead anyway. Vodafone just exited from public peering. It's no more a free web of human beings. It's rented space from digital feudal lords. Okay. What does public peering mean, Hubert? I don't know. Oh, Hazel, self-service checkouts. That's another one. But I think some supermarkets have realised that, you know, very few people actually want to use the self-service thing. And a lot of people, they go to do their shopping, they want the social interaction. So they are reducing their self-service things. In fact, there's a supermarket chain in the north, Booths, which is like the Northern Waitrose, actually taking them out because they have such a lot of complaints about it. So, yeah. Adam, what's for tea today? Nice and easy, making a pizza. I've got my dough rising in the airing cupboard, and I'll just chuck all the bits on because we went out last night, so we didn't see Strictly, so we've got to see that tonight with a pizza. Oh, look at that! Adam Garrett's got a spicy Busan. I slightly misread that, but reduced for £1. Well done, excellent. I think I got one of those a couple of weeks ago. They're tasty little things. Yeah. Right. Okay, bit technical there, Hubert, but thank you for the explanation on public peering. Yeah, I remember peer-to-peer networks. What was it? It was that music stealing service, Napster. That was a thing. Tony Hong, a cheaper than the budget Christmas dinner. Oh, you know, you're going to get down to a chicken wing and a baked potato or something. Well, I don't know. We could revisit the budget end. Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously not going to tell you anything because Adam's here and he'll just nick it. P2P, yeah. Yeah, Napster, what happened to them? I think they got shut down, didn't they? Because obviously it was completely illegal what they were doing. But yeah. Adam, you won't. Okay, good to know. I quite fancy a chicken wing now. Oh. Oh goodness, yeah, LimeWire. Oh dear. Nobody ever got a virus from them. Well, I'm kind of I'm kind of wondering because I don't know if you saw or heard earlier that I'm now a Linux boy, but I haven't got an antivirus on this system. I don't know if it's built in. or I don't know if it's not needed because it's not, vulnerable rubbish built by Microsoft. But yeah, anyway. The internet was beautiful until 2013. Yeah. It's funny how everything goes to crap in it. Anyway. Metallica, bunch of a-holes. I wouldn't know. Okay, Jay Strine. Is that Joan Strine or is it somebody else? Come on, tell me. Da, 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 da. Do, do, do. Oh, it is. Hello, Joan. How are you? How's Florida? Florida's cold. Come on. Hubert, I think that I have passed that horizon. Yeah. So we had a bit of excitement on Friday, I think. BBC Children in Need annual appeal. The Sarah Cox, BBC Radio 2 DJ, had to run 126 miles, like 5 marathons, or run and walk 5 marathons over 5 days to get Pudsey back to Pudsey. So Pudsey is the teddy bear kind of icon of children in need. And it was named Pudsey because it was designed by a lady who came from Pudsey. Pudsey is a small town near Leeds and about 2 miles from here. So the idea was that Sarah Cox would set off in somewhere in Scotland and finish up in Pudsey. Except I don't know quite why they organised it like this. She didn't get to Pudsey, and that wasn't really the plan. It was the finish line was at Carveley Golf Club, which is 2 miles from Pudsey itself. So they kind of glossed over that in the coverage, but yeah, us locals were knocked a bit. Anyway, and the weather on that last day, it was stupendously horrible. It was horizontal rain all the way. And anyway, she did it, which is miraculous, and raised round about £10 million. So it's just phenomenal. Anyway, yes, Dwayne, Joan, how cold is it in Florida? In Celsius. Joan, 2 degrees Celsius. Really? That's colder than here. Oh well, Hubert, we've had heavy rain for a couple of days. It's fine now, but there was flooding in York Um, we didn't get any in Leeds because finally we got flood defences built over the finished last year. So and they do work. So that's good news. Good news. Yeah, but yeah, we are told it's going to cool down and there could be snow. Certainly in Scotland next week. Yeah, not looking forward to that. I don't like the cold, and I don't like the dark. I don't like the wind. I'm not keen on the rain either. So, what am I doing living here? No, we haven't gone Atlantis yet, but we're wow, 5 degrees in Florida, incredible. Anyway, Tony Hong, yes, Kirkgate Market, certainly, it's marvelous. Lots of butchers, fishmongers, tat of all kinds, fruit and veg. There's a food hall with lots of street food kind of places, and yeah, yes, definitely worth visiting. A really good market. And Christmas. Well, there's another Christmas market that happens that's like outdoors. They just bring up a load of sheds. I think it's happening this year in Millennium Square, and yeah, so it's worth a look. But normally you associate markets with bargains, but with the Christmas market, it's not. It's all overpriced stuff, but interesting. So, yeah, Hazel, Posty, good grief, you're so heroic. I couldn't even get out of bed, never mind do the job. It's, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, all right, folks. I'm running out of things to say, and we've done an hour, so I think I'm going to knock it on the head now. So thanks for turning up. It's been nice to talk to you all again, and hopefully, well, I've got an idea for a video this week. Yes. So I just need to get to finish up with getting my DaVinci Resolve working properly, and then we're good to go. There is a bicycle in the kitchen. I presume belongs to Mrs. KeefCooks, and it needs to be moved. But yeah. Hazel, puff pastry recipes. Not a massive fan of puff pastry, but yeah, maybe. So, Hazel, are you meaning puff pastry from scratch or from Tesco's? All right, folks. Thanks for coming, and see you next time.